No matter how hard you work,
I'm burned. It's burned.
Yeah.
unrealistic expectations,
You cannot polish a turd.
casualties of cost cutting, everyone's knackered and being frozen out.
I just want to make sure that Scott is happy.
That's the brutal truth from the cleaning industry that no one else shows you. Come and see for yourself. I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean. Let's see behind the cleans.
Monday, 15th of January, just heading into the office. Typical Monday, very busy day. We knew today was going to be very tight in the office though. Sean off today, and we've also got Sarah off today. Obviously not planned that way. A couple of things that have come up for them which are out of their control and they need to be at home to sort out. Life happens, it's the way it is. Everyone's got lives, everyone's got things that need to be done. So we have to make allowances in that sense at times. That's part of being a team. Makes it very challenging for Georgia. Makes it very challenging for Danny because Georgia's new. She is coming in to do a full day. However, it's not fair for Danny to be in the office just with Georgia. That can be challenging to manage the time right as well to ensure that Georgia is supported enough. So I'm going to jump on in the morning, help them get a little bit ahead, and then Sarah is actually in this afternoon to help out as well. But it's a busy day. Technicians are flat out, contract side are busy, got lots of things to be doing there as well. Just got off the phone with George, one of the technicians. He was having a little bit of a... I was concerned he was on the verge of a little bit of a panic. Turned up to a rather large estate. Obviously being quite new, just wanted to reconfirm some things because the oven that he's actually working on today cost £45,000. No joke, this is a large 4-oven range, but it cost £45,000. We've been cleaning this site now for about the last 10 years. We do a lot of work for these people. It is an estate. I can't say who it is, to the degree that they actually, you have to sign into security. It's a domestic house, but obviously an estate house, but you have to sign at security when you get there. You also have to sign to say that you won't take any pictures, or if you do take any pictures, they are for work use only and they won't be used publicly and stuff like that. And he's done a fantastic, he's cracking on, and I'm sure he's going to do a fantastic job. Whilst I'm in here as well, just remembering that we're having a bit of a change around in the meeting room at the moment. We're outgrowing the office. We know we need to potentially look at relocating, but for numerous reasons, we really don't want to. So we're trying to make the most of the space that we've got at the moment. Ashley and Kim basically need more space, so we're moving them through. This is going to be basically set up as more of an office than a meeting room before long.
I'm like, no, get I'll Catherine's Georgia, the easy one for her to start with when she comes in. Yeah. Ooh.
Those notes were both scrambling on Friday.
Yeah, at some point later I'll give you back your sat nav. Came in so beautiful.
She was going to drive it, no sat nav, she was going to have it propped up, so I gave her mine.
Oh, I wouldn't have even been able to pop it up anyway, that's the problem. It would have been in the cubby hole and I would have been like this. In the end I had to call George and was like, I'm near you, but I can't fucking find you. There was a massive section where it was only one car width and two fucking rivers either side, and there's car starts coming towards me. I'm like, no, get fucked. There's no way I'm reversing. No, I will sit here all fucking day. You're reversing. My biggest nightmare is country lanes. The roads were literally like this. Yeah. So the sat nav was already doing this, and I was just like...
It should have been that video instead of actually showing around the house.
Oh god, you were just seeing me on camera just...
Ashley is half an hour away after his van check, so we could put it there. Or I was looking at, after she got off the phone, maybe above speed.
She cut off on me. Tuesday, 16th of January. Another crisp, cold day. Challenge that sets for the team is obviously if we've got
solutions, equipment, things like that in the van, we have to be careful. If solutions get too cold, they're not effective. Lots of things that we have to consider that other people may not realise that we have to think about. Back in the day, we've wrapped machines in quilts, we've moved things in every time, you know, just all sorts of different things, and we've got processes and stuff in play, and we do certain things to the vans to make sure it keeps them just about warm enough. Technicians, extractor after extractor after extractor, a couple of large complicated ones. Customer service has got their work cut out, just a little bit of a lower level of inquiries, which is normal. I believe both Sarah and Sean are back in, so it's a full team today. For me, it's meeting day. Just had a quick message from Jordan, one of the techs, just to ask if he can give me a call about the job. So
Hello.
how you doing, Jordan? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. What's up?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Good.
You got issues over there, or just a bit unsure?
No, yeah, well, not so much issues. I was just a bit concerned because this we're setting the tower up now.
You're at Berry
Getting
Blue, aren't you?
videos. Yeah, getting videos.
Good. Like,
yeah, so it's just the ducting on it. So the ducting is rather large after the fan.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So are we just to unbolt it and just lift it off?
Ooh, that's got to be a good 3 meters worth of duct, isn't it, Jordan? There's no access hatches in there, is there?
There is access hatches, yeah. So
there is.
What I'm thinking is, so we could sort of unbolt the bottom of it, rotate it off, clean it from the bottom because it's a very clean system anyway. And then clean the entire ducting and I'll just detail what we've done in the report. But we definitely need the tower still to obviously access the fan because it's quite high up. But ducting, like you said, it's a good 3 meters, and how tight the alleyway is, it's going to be a hazard trying to get that off.
I completely agree. You panicked me a little bit then when you were saying about lifting it off, to be honest. I know that one. I've done that one myself years ago. It's a catering business, isn't it? So obviously,
it's dust.
Yeah, a lot of it is dust. It's very low level grease and stuff like that. So I think you're spot on with your plan there, to be honest, Jordan.
Brilliant. I just needed a bit of confirmation as well.
No, that's all right. That's absolutely fine. I don't mind doing that at all. But no, you're absolutely spot on with your plan. Safety first as much as anything else. So.
Yeah, no problem. All right, Chizzy, any problems, I'll give you a call, all right?
Awesome. And keep going with those videos. Love it. He's got him cut off. He's shy. I mentioned the videos and he cut off on me. Bugger. Eric's in the back of the truck now. I cleaned my truck over the weekend. Say hello, Eric. Come on. Cleaned my truck over the weekend because of all the mud we were having. He jumped in the truck and kept shaking in the truck and chucking mud everywhere, and I just couldn't stand it. I feel a little bit cruel, especially as it's cold, but he's in the back of the truck. He's got to stay in the truck. Let me know if you think I'm cool and I should maybe do something else in the front. Come on. The joys of making sure that the jobs are completed, obviously we estimate how long the job is going to take, and if a job overruns, then it can throw all things out. But you can't let a customer down by just rushing away and not doing a good enough job. We've had one of those days today, one of the deep cleans they're on. It is pretty bad, let's put it that way. I give Lee a call, just let him know exactly what the plan is and how we've sort of figured out how to make it work. Hiya Lee, you all right? Bit of good news for you. Bit of good news for you. Oh, I can't hear you. Can you step outside a sec? I'm speaking to a Dalek again. No. Oh, let me call you back. Now I can hear you. So Jordan's on his way over to you.
Yeah, that's right.
But what we've done, so I've done away with the inspection visit because I've spoken to the customer, I've explained the situation with that one. It's not needed anyway. I've already given them the advice on what they can do about that. Yeah. We've brought your carpet clean quote forward. You can literally go over there any time now. You go over to do your quote visit, then go over to George. It saves you running around, but it also saves Jordan running around as well.
I get that. So Jordan's coming here and staying here. I make sure these two are okay here.
Yep.
And then go off and do the quote visit and the extractor with George, yeah?
Spot on. Oh, one other thing. We've got a guy that needs to go out on a trial day, and he's supposed to go out we're trying to organise it for Tuesday next week because he's Weston based. If he could meet Scott. Didn't know if Scott would want him going to his house or if he'd want us to organise for him to maybe meet in Morrison's car park, or it will be once we've organised it. But I just want to make sure that Scott is happy and whether or not he'd rather he didn't go to his house or like if he wants to meet him somewhere. All right?
All right, thank you, Liz.
No worries. Catch you later. Bye.
Cheers, bye.
If we push it too far, just so much money to lose. All right, Scott. How'd you go on?
Yeah. He wants all the burnt carbon off. He wants all the filters doing again. The griddle things also on top of the hob.
The irons.
The irons, yeah. He wants all those done again.
He wants the burnt carbon off.
He wants all the burnt carbon off. The fryer redone again. The chip fryer. Basically everything going over again.
Apart from the ovens.
Apart from the ovens, yeah. He said if it's not come out to scratch again tomorrow, he can't have it done tonight. So tomorrow, if it's not up to scratch, he still would be paying. Well, Lee's just turned up now, so should we get Lee's advice on it as well?
Go and have another look at it. Let's find out how much time we think it's going to take.
The graphs and all the photos and stuff. He thinks he's expecting the website pictures basically. Like
but they need to know it's not going to come up like new. It's as simple as that, and that's the discussion he needs to have. He needs to understand what is achievable. It is not going to come up like new.
We tried the best we could. So we'll get back in now and we'll see how long it's going to take. But crash again tomorrow. He's still ain't paying.
So we need to see if we can find some sort of middle ground. All we've got available in the diary is like maybe an hour to an hour and a half at the end of the day. It's going to be a similar time, even if I move some things around. If we push it too far, we're going to be chasing our tail again anyway, but it's just so much fucking money to lose. At the moment, he's expecting miracles. You've got burnt on carbon there that is like chiseling away tarmac. He ain't going to get away with it.
The filters were so bad as well, and we've done the best as we could get these filters out, as they are clean and tidy now, but...
All right. Yeah. All right, no worries. All right, right. Jesus Christ. Oh. So we're going to bring you this footage so you can see exactly what this kitchen was like beforehand. The guys have been there all day. We've had a team there all day long to get that kitchen as clean as we possibly can. Yeah, it's just, some people are just unreasonable. It's not, you can't perform miracles. Get yourself off, Danny. I'll drop you a message later if you want me to. There's no point both of us being sat here. You've had a day from f***ing hell.
I know, my dad's got my dog. He's probably thinking, where the f*** is she? Gone home. Left the dog there for a sleepover.
Oh, just Jesus today.
No, Joy's not gonna pay because it doesn't look like the stuff in the videos. I'm banging on and on and on about it's not shiny like in the video, and he was just literally having none of it, talking over me every second. I said, well, we can come back and do what we can do with it, and he goes, well, none of it's going to look like that. Obviously, unless you make payment, you're not going to get your insurance certificate, so you won't be covered, just to make you aware of that.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I can't talk anymore, I've got to go. I said, I need to ask, are you going to make payment now, because we need to collect that? And he goes, no, I will speak to the office tomorrow. He still wants the hobs done, because some of those obviously weren't done because we just completely run out of time.
Right.
He wants the deep fat fryer doing again.
Right.
We've got that up as good as we can, and he's on about the backs of the cookers, which are burnt.
They're burnt. Yeah. Yeah. Not understanding that, you know, if it's burnt, it's burnt. You can't perform miracles. But there's different types of build-up. You've got carbon build-up. You've got layers of grease. You know what it's like, the same as I do. You just can't. Oh, God's sake.
Yeah.
Oh, just do me a favour. Take a picture of the vans. Just take a picture of the van outside. So we've got timestamp pictures of that as well. Because I'm assuming they haven't signed anything off. I'll have to battle it that way. I'll put an email into him tomorrow. and we'll fight it out. All right, get yourself home. Try and get yourself some rest.
Yeah.
We'll just have to deal with it tomorrow, Lee.
Okay.
No worries. All right, I'll catch you later.
All right. Thanks, Lee.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.
What winds me up the most is that I know how many people are out there to actually screw customers over, and hopefully you can hear in the voices of the guys how hard they've worked and what they're trying to achieve. We're deep cleaning on a daily basis. We're doing hundreds of cleans. We know what's achievable, what's not achievable. It's just unrealistic. I've asked the man what sort of resolution he wants, and again he's basically saying, well, if it ain't like brand new, I'm not going to pay. You cannot polish a turd. It's 7 o'clock at night, everyone's knackered, and I've got to try and pick them all back up again to do it tomorrow. So I'm going to bed, I'm going to eat, I'm going to bed. Wednesday, 17th of January, back in the office this morning. It's a little bit later to do my intro, basically because I've got up a little bit sluggish and a little bit slow and not in a great mood this morning. Everything that went on yesterday just knocks it out of you, doesn't it? And it makes you feel very deflated and just takes the winds out your sails a little bit, really. You know, I'm confident in the fact that the team did nothing wrong. They did exactly what they said they were going to do, and they worked their backsides off, which is, you know, I've put that out in the group this morning to thank you all for their efforts and their time and just doing everything to try and please the customer and get everything forward. Unfortunately, though, some people's expectations are unrealistic, and that's the situation we're in. He's literally ended up telling us to, in his words, take us in court then. So we will, unfortunately. That's what we'll end up doing. Today is a new day though. So, you know, I'm up, I'm about, I've got a cup of coffee in me or a cup of tea in me, and I'm trying to pick the rest of the team up as well and move them on and make sure they make sure that is yesterday and today is today. Technicians are all flat out. We've got some piddly little gaps at the end of the day. It's not the end of the world, so they get a few early finishes there, which is good. Lee's got a few quotes to do. We're back over at the Royal Theatre, which is really great. After the clean we did a few months back, they now want the main, I think it's auditorium, I want to say that, but correct me if I'm wrong. Drop it in the comments if I've got that wrong. And we've got some domestic jobs, so we've got lots of carpets, upholstery, etc, to do today as well. Myself though, I'm with Ashley. We're going over to one of our contract customers, which is, so we're going to go over and have a look around their production site. Come back in a bit, we'll have a look.
Good.
So you might be wondering why we're now back in the car and we're not showing you around the site in which I said I was going to show you around. You might also be wondering why we've blanked out the company name for the site that I said we were going to show you around. Basically, unfortunately, this is the joys of the cleaning industry. We've gone in for that meeting and we have been informed that they are looking to terminate the contract. It's not through any fault of our own, it is simply the fact that they are looking to try and cut costs. They're a company that has been seeing a drop in sales for quite some time. We've been having some discussions with them about how they can reduce their costs on cleaning for quite some time. Last year, when the living wage went up and we passed it on to all of our clients, they were the only customer that basically said, look, is there anything else we can do? Can we you know, can you absorb that cost, because we don't know if we can afford it and things like that. So we've done our best to try and maintain this contract and keep it affordable for the client. We've been up there now about 4 years. We've been working for this company, and they were at the height then. They were one company that had huge sales in COVID and quite a significant increase, and it dropped after that. So it's very unfortunate, but it's the joys of the cleaning industry. It's the joys of business. You can't, no matter what you do, sometimes things are out of your control, and this is out of our control. It's only a smaller contract. It's not going to affect us massively. It's always a shame to lose it. Of course it is. I never like losing customers, but you know, they've got to make their own decisions, especially when it comes down to finances. And ultimately, if there's nothing we can do about the cleaning, then there's literally no more I can do. We can't shave our costs anymore. We can't absorb any more costs. They already get it less than a lot of other people. So unfortunately, yeah, we've just got to accept it and move on. Not the news we were hoping for today, though. So there we are. We shall move on. Back at the office now, though. And I've got a phone call this afternoon with a chap that's just starting in business. So he has messaged me through on LinkedIn and asked me if I could spare some time to have a discussion with him about my journey and my experiences, to see if he can learn anything. So hopefully will be an interesting chat. Thursday the 18th of July, really cold, freezing day out there today. Technicians are flat out, lots of little jobs and a couple of larger carpet and upholstery jobs as well. A very mixed day today. Scott's also got a gutter, fascia and window clean, which is challenging at this time of year when it's this frozen, because obviously everything just freezes up and gets stuck. So we do always plan them for early afternoon at this time of year, so it means it has got time to defrost a little bit and make life a little bit easier, but it still doesn't remove all of the challenges completely. I'm also later on today got another quickfire training session with the customer service team, again working on how we're interacting with the customer, how we can obviously provide better value for the customer. On the contract side, the support ops are flat out, but myself and Ashley are over at Access Creative College for a quarterly review meeting as well. So we'll check that out later on and see what's going on over there. Just had a quick call from head tech Lee. He's out on site doing carpet, upholstery, oven clean. It's quite a large job. There's 2 of them out there today. Everything is frozen up, all his carpet machine hoses, everything, despite all the efforts we make to keep it all solid, frost free, it's still frozen up. So we're going through different things to get that all defrosted. So that's the fun and games of that this morning. Just thought I'd quickly put a quick call into a couple of the other technicians as well, just because they're out on oven and carpet jobs, and I'm just thinking, let's see what they're doing and what they've done. Good to know that they've got stuff they can do before the carpet machine, so they've actually brought their stuff inside already to keep it warm and defrost it, and they're already setting up, so they've got a bit of time before. But yeah, all fun and games as usual. Adds to the pressure. People just don't think about all these little bits and pieces. That's all it is. Same as Scott, he's on a window machine, window cleaning van. That ain't going to be fun at this time of year, you know. So joys. Myself and Ashley over at Access Creative College, just going in to do the quarterly review meeting, so we'll see how we get on. So you just got to find the light. Yeah. Craig had been in his element, yeah. You probably should have come for this visit, Craig. Yeah, but that doesn't look great.
No, I say it doesn't look great, but actually it's come up pretty good. Yellow floor's looking all right though. Yeah, that's looking good, isn't it? I was a bit concerned about how that would stay up, but that iMop's doing a good job, isn't it? The benefit of having the right kit on the site as well, isn't it? When you've got the good kit and stuff like that, you know it gets done. That's the one thing that really irritates me is their glass. Is it the other side?
Yeah, I know.
All right, I'll let them off then. All right.
It's two pieces of glass.
I wonder if they've got a way of getting into it. Although that looks like that's been recently resealed. Tell you what, I mean, they're always good here, but
Got better, hasn't it?
it's got even better. And when you consider those three ladies were 2p'd over from that other company, and we were told they were rubbish, they're god awful, they're never, you're gonna have to get rid of them. Yeah, but they've picked it up, haven't they? Yeah, I mean, glass is always their weakest point, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will say that. The glass is their weakest point, but then there's a lot of glass as well, isn't there? So it's kind of like, the tester for me is going to be to see that cleaning cupboard.
It's not perfect, but it's
not bad, is it?
What it was. That must be her clean cloth sitting up and brought in. Yeah. Couldn't get in there. She could do with some more toilet rolls.
Now I think it's the feet on those chairs, but being ultra picky, I would probably just ask them to, at some point, ask them to spend a little bit more time with the scrubber dryer here, just to see if that will actually come off. It might even be, in fact it probably is, I wouldn't even mention it to them. I would more look at the next deep clean. Maybe if one of the support ops comes in for an hour and we use a bit of advanced cleaner or something like that, and work it around just to keep that floor really popping. 99% sure it's the chairs, because obviously this is the high traffic bit coming through here. Yeah, it looks a bit better than that bit down there. So
Yeah, this is just coming off like that.
yeah, well, scuffs off of feet and everything else as well, isn't it? But considering this is quite a new floor, I mean, I know it's a high traffic building. It's really good. So there we go, meeting all done. Excellent, over the moon with the standards, over the moon with how everything's running. You know, it's a very important site for us. It's a good sized site, lots going on, regular cleans, but yeah, challenging, but we can't ask for any better feedback. So absolutely brilliant. It's Friday the 19th of January. It's another hard frost again today. Technicians did have a few issues yesterday morning with frosts, some serious issues with frost. Even some of the carpet machines and everything were frozen, which is very, very unusual. But we had lows of -9 degrees in Gloucester. I think it was -7 in Bristol, so we had various challenges to deal with that. But we got through it, all the jobs were done, all the customers were happy, and that's what it's all about. Today though, we are back at it. Numerous little jobs to do, so we've got plenty more carpets and upholstery to do today, few more ovens, and we've got an end of tenancy for the technicians as well. I'm in the office all day. Training didn't go ahead yesterday. We're going to do that today, but we're going to get the training done today, and then we've got some other bits and pieces that we need to do into the office. But the team are working well. They've done an absolute sterling job on bookings yesterday. We've got some repeat customers that had previously said they may look to go elsewhere because they could get it cheaper. One in particular was quite a large customer that we've worked for now for about the last 6 or 7 years, and tail end of last year they actually said, oh, we're gonna go with someone else because we can get it done cheaper. And they've got like 6 or 7 sites that we normally do. Lo and behold, they came back yesterday and they've decided to go with us after all. Basically, looks like they had one done and it wasn't done properly. They didn't get the level of service and everything else like that. I've said it before, I say it again, we're not the cheapest. We don't try to be the cheapest.
because if you're the cheapest, you can't normally make it work. There's usually a reason why you're the cheapest, so we try and stay good value for money for the customer, which, you know, that combines the customer service, the standard you achieve at the end of the day, and everything else. So yeah, really pleased to see that one come back, and let's do Friday.
I've just sent you over an email for your feedback. I think we need to go through it because it's really long. It's so long.
The video or the feedback?
The feedback is really long. Pull up the email and we'll have a look.
Okay, I've got the email and all I can see is, hi, please see the next below for the feedback one, and then that's it.
Yeah. That's how much work you've got to do.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay, right, I thought that was an error or something. Wow.
No, I'm winding you up, Craig.
So serious. Do you know what really annoyed me as well? I put a lot of effort into that, and then I hear it's like, there's a long list, and I'm like, oh, Jesus.
No, it's really good. I like it.
My biggest worry about it was that there could have been more new cleaning footage.
Could have done with more footage from the guys, but we know that's the battle that we're having at the moment. You know, they just need to set the camera up and let it film while they're cleaning, and they're just not, are they? So all we can do is keep badgering on about that, really. Everyone this week that I've seen has been saying to me, like, oh, I've done some footage, I've done some filming. Going back to get on point, so I'm going to wet myself in a minute as well, so I'm going to have to go to the toilet. But the point I was actually making, have a look for that training, and if you want to do it, then join up for it. But the point I was making is, in that starter kit, it gives you like the samples and of the titles that work, and the ones that they say to try and stick by. With the title you've just given me, my concern, which is quite similar to the one that we've got starting next week, is it's not powerful enough and it's too vague. Like, if you go, like, because obviously we saw, and I'm not taking credit for all of this, but the nightclub episode, obviously I changed that title, and that's when we saw a bit of an uptick. But if you look at the title, it's like the unbelievable aftermath nightclub cleaning, whereas what you're saying there is kind of like cleaning house, this, that, and the other. It's not very impactful.
Yeah. I completely get what you mean, yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So we're looking for that kind of, you want that impact, see if you can spin another couple of ideas around that sort of topic.
I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I will get on that.
I mean, we're not in any rush anyway, so I can do a little bit over the weekend or tonight or whatever, but I'm not going to have any time today, I don't think, because I'm going to be under the cosh a bit today. I'll catch up with you later on. Give me a shout if you need anything, alright? Alright?
Yeah, no worries.
Cool, no worries. Alright, I'll see you later.
Well, that's a wrap for another week. Maybe not the week that we were hoping for, but another week pushing forward and getting things done. Come back next week to find out more about how we deal with poor access on an extractor system. Things are changing on one of our contract sites, and I am out with one of the support ops providing some auditing training. So we're showing you how we do our audits, what we're looking for, and the standards we actually look to achieve. Thanks very much for watching. Please do click to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and we'll catch you next week behind the cleans.